Hello, my name is Megan from Sentient Body, and today we are going to do a mindfulness in eating exercise. So for this, you will need a tasty treat. I strongly recommend chocolate or just like something easy and snackable that makes you feel really good that you enjoy eating. And our practice today will be being mindful of this experience. So I'm going to do it with you, but I don't want to talk with my mouth full the whole time. So really take your time with this. Set aside a timer, set it for 5 minutes to enjoy a piece of like a larger item, like say a muffin or a loaf. But if you just have something small like a caramel or a candy or a piece of chocolate, still set that timer for 2 minutes. We really want to take our time being mindful. Eating in particular is something we tend to zone out when we're doing, and it's very important when we're nourishing our body to pay attention to that, paying attention to what's going in, especially with a lot of emotional eating and stress eating that happens in our culture. So this is a great exercise to reconnect with your food and reconnect with your senses and really get present in the eating. So start sitting comfortably. I'm going to take our treat, if you have it, if it's in a wrapper, unwrapping it. And before we get to eating, let's just take a moment. You can notice the color, the texture on the surface. Can even bring it to your nose and smell it. Becoming aware of any sensations that may arise. And we're going to go ahead and take a small bite of our treat. Notice how the consistency feels in your mouth. Slowly start chewing. Let your eyes go soft or maybe even closed so you can really focus on the sensation in your mouth. Noticing how it feels on your tongue, on your cheeks. As you chew, notice how the saliva builds up in the mouth. Swallowing is needed. Notice what tastes stick out to you. If there's any sort of emotional reaction, maybe a sense of familiarness or a memory. Take your time chewing your food. Noticing how the texture and the taste change as you chew. And as it comes time to swallow, notice how it feels. Notice the feeling in your empty mouth. Notice the salivation. Maybe even smack your lips together once or twice. Swallowing a few more times. Noticing if there's a lingering scent. And just continue to eating your treat. As you continue with this exercise, notice if you've been chewing on one side or equally through both sides. Becoming aware of the movements through your mouth and your tongue. Really chewing to help break down your food. When you're ready, coming to swallow again. Noticing how it feels with an empty mouth. Become aware of if you can taste or smell anything. Just taking a few breaths here. If you're not completed with your treat, please continue like this until your 2 or 5 minutes is up, as long as you want to continue this practice. And in particular, you'll notice as you started to slow down how many things are happening when we're chewing that we tend to just not pay attention to. So this is your challenge, particularly with chewing. We tend to not really chew our food. We just kind of inhale it. So coming back to this practice, being aware of the sensations, especially touch, taste, smell, and even sight with food. And sound too, right? We can hear that chewing as it happens, the mastication, as the saliva comes in and starts to break down. That's the beginning of your digestive process, is chewing. As we start to chew, the body releases saliva. It's full of amylase and different chemicals to help the chemical breakdown of food, so we can start enjoying our nutrients and removing the nutrients from our food. So this stage is very critical, particularly if you are struggling with emotional eating and sensitivity around food or difficulty around food. Bringing in these mindfulness exercises is a really great way to reconnect to the eating process and just reconnect to our body. We all have to eat. We all do it all the time. So it's a great way to start a meal, or even just a snack with a couple minutes to yourself to recenter, reground, and really enjoy your food, right? If you're nourishing your body, let it nourish your soul too. As always, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me by email. And thank you for this practice, and happy practicing. Namaste.